Welcome back to this Let's Play, The Last Remnant. Last time we ran into Kermit and his minion Wagram and holding our sister, and Wagram summoned, well, I'm not sure what that thing is, but the game calls it the Gates of Hell, and it's pretty freaky, and this is one of the really annoying boss fights of the game. Anyway, our first objective, as with most boss fights, is to get rid of the little cheap supporting guys, just to, you know, get the show on the road. And Rush's group is out for this first turn, and you'll see why in a second. I guess they wanted to paralyze him so he has enough AP. But these Hypnos guys, oh, man. Just Omni striking. That's not supposed to happen. Let's see if it actually triggers the event anyway. That'd be funny. Okay. I guess you have to break deadlock to do it. But at any rate, Rush is, you know, pulling out some weird crap. This is a summon. You get 3 of them total during the game, assuming you actually recruit all the characters, then can summon them, and have complete all the quests. The other 2 you have to complete quests. They are not what I would call superpowers, but they are very useful because they have, it doesn't actually show how many hit points they have, but they have 9999, they have essentially 10,000 hit points. And they're just a nice big chunk of meat. And I don't trust Rush to actually heal them in time, so I am going to have him break out. And while the Colossus is not, well, it does damage, the main advantage to it is that it's a big tanking union. Or Cyclops, not Colossus, sorry. And unfortunately, I think we just woke up the same. I don't think you actually can paralyze this. My objective for now is to get a group into position to side attack. That blue blazes is a bonus attack. It's not a not an attack against the unit. That, however, is. I don't know. I would call 900 damage a catastrophe. All of this guy's attacks hit each member of the unions that are targeted, so having really big unions does not do you very much. And all of this guy's attacks also screw with morale, which is really annoying. But these are not the things that make the Gates of Hell obnoxious. This is what does. It resurrects your dead party members as allies. Now, fortunately, I have, and you can do that to the Colossus as well. Fortunately, for trying to maintain a side attack, Colossus will hold him in position. this is where it starts getting really annoying, is when your characters start killing your characters. Fortunately, you don't actually have to do enough damage to kill your rogue unions. All you have to do is... And I'm actually going to have them keep fighting, but I'm going to have them try and get control of the fight. And more or less, this battle is easy if you kind of play defensive, because unless it is resurrecting your unions to help you fight, help it fight you, that's right. It doesn't. I mean, it's alone, so you just have to, at this point, have everybody who's not in the side union just here healing. I suppose I should be watching for attack from a distance stuff as well. Because as long as we're healing, you know, all that it's doing is beating on the Colossus, and the Colossus, or the Cyclops, and the Cyclops can beat you. And the other group is here, attacking from flanking, so it's not, he doesn't get to attack it. So it's, as long as you keep yourself on the defensive in this fight, and don't just try it. I mean, the first time I fought it, sort of my first, you know, sort of instinct was to try and kill it as fast as possible. And that really doesn't work, because if you allow it to actually, you know, fight and kill your characters, it will bring them back and you can essentially get overwhelmed. But as long as you are, you know, you have the Cyclops tanking, hopefully have some people on the side, you know, with a, it would have been better to have two groups doing flanking attacks, but one is enough. And enough people sitting there healing the Colossus, or Cyclops. I don't know why I want to call it the Colossus, but... And sometimes you'll have this sort of the unfortunate situation where you have, you don't have the option to stay out of the fight. All of your options involve attacking. And that gets really annoying, but it happens sometimes. Which is why I'm, you know, essentially being very conservative about this. I am just holding on and waiting for it to die, because it's already a blinking red hit, so, you know, no reason to really push the situation. And unfortunately, we're in that situation where that group is actually going to have to attack, because they don't have an option not to. Fortunately, it's almost dead, and fortunately I have all sorts of unions up and ready and waiting if something goes wrong. I guess we lucked out and they killed it on their turn. Not a hard boss if you know what you're doing, but can be very difficult.
Excellent. My old age hasn't stopped me from growing.
I must surpass my mother.
Now, again, this Nether Splinter and Nether Scroll were rare drops on the 360 version, and they just made them guaranteed drops on the PC version. I guess they figured making you fight that thing multiple times would be impolite.
The battle wages on as we speak. While you're wasting time with delusions of power, your men are risking their lives fighting the Conqueror. You will call for a ceasefire and make sure the Conqueror's troops retreat.
Silence! I don't have to listen to you. I will control the remnants. Only I am fit to do so. Remember, I have the Marshal Girl. Don't you care what happens to her? Arena!
Don't worry, Rush. He won't do anything to me. If I die, Marion's blessing goes with me.
Shut up!
Go ahead! Try to kill me! You haven't got it in you, do you? You're nothing but a coward!
Impudent wench!
Using time shift would probably have helped you there, but I guess you did it the other, the old-fashioned way. Did you accidentally stab yourself, Hermione?
It's not safe here. We must fall back.
What? That can't be! Bring me the Conqueror! I will make him listen! What's so funny?
Did you honestly think that someone like you would have the power to manipulate the Conqueror? You are as arrogant as you are foolish.
What are you saying?
I would run if I were you, unless you truly wish to die.
Kill them! Kill them all!
What?
Are you sure? Huh?
My goals have been met. You are now unnecessary. Be gone!
Now, if he can, like, teleport us away, why doesn't he just teleport us away into a volcano? I guess we must have some future use for him. But...
Lord David, Wagram's intent had been...
I know. He merely feigned loyalty to Duke Emmy. We have no time to worry about that now. Our first priority is to get Irina to safety. Rush!
I'm okay. Ow. It's yours. Mom says it'll watch over you. Mom and Dad are waiting for us. Let's go home.
Okay.
yeah, well, we'll do that next episode.